Hi, this is Sean P., otherwise known as Taz Dad. Figured I'd give you a little overview of the Alliance ROM for the Verizon Wireless Note 3. It is the Alliance ROM Build 2, codenamed Untouchable. If you notice up here, in my status bar, I got a battery bar instead of a battery. Notice it right there, well, right there. Clock, you can change the middle. All this is changed right here in Alliance settings. Go to Alliance settings here, and you can change the colors. Linked colors are all system link colors. You can link or unlink, like the blue clock and the blue status icons on the status bar up here. There and there are linked colors, and some of them you notice I got unlinked. But you see all the different options you have here. I mean, there's just option after option after option. It's got CPU usage in the drop down menu here. If you notice right here, it's got an application bar here for your favorite applications you can put in there. You can change the colors, the gradient, and press colors, everything in your toggles. And here's all my toggles, and this is the radial gradient with a greenish teal and black are the two colors I used. You can use up to 3 colors in the gradient. You can have between, I'll go to it right now. Let's see here. Let me go to backgrounds first and show you this. Backgrounds. You can pick system backgrounds. You can choose a whitelist what backgrounds you want this particular image in. And I enabled custom background. I'm using a custom background for my system. And you set the wallpaper and the transparency. If you're using colors, then you would use a gradient type here. You can choose vertical from center, which it'll be the one color in the middle and then fade into the other color on top and bottom. The radial, which is in my toggles, horizontal, diagonal, and diagonal return. That's if I was using that, but I'm using a system wallpaper as my background, and I'll show you that right now real quick. It's my old lady washing my Jeep. Let me go into messages here, choose a message, there she is. Let me find one. There she is. Let me find one that's not so clogged up here. Well, you get the idea anyways. There she is. And the animations are pretty cool, because when you scroll, the animations, I'll show you the different animations here. Go back into Alliance settings. Well, let's go down to status bar first. Here's where I change the status bar. I put a wallpaper, a little part of a wallpaper in there, just to spice it up a little bit. You can select the status bar icon transparency, brightness control, so I can just slide my finger back and forth across to brighten it or dim it without having to swing this down and then use the slider that's usually there. Let's make it a little brighter here. Double tap to sleeps enabled, so I can just double tap my status bar and it sleeps. Clock and date options, you can customize the clock and date. You can show the clock and date. You can choose the clock size. See, I can make it really small, a little bit bigger, or really big. You can change the clock font style to bold, condensed, light italic, or normal. I happen to like it bold. You can change the clock position for the right, put it over on the right, or center. I personally like the center clock the best. You can choose AM or PM, or don't show at all. I don't like AM or PM. I know whether it's night or day outside. I got no reason to have AM and PM on. Clock date, I don't like that on my status bar. I kind of like to keep a clean status bar. Clock date style, format, so on and so forth. You can put seconds in the clocks. See how I added the seconds up here. I don't like that either. There's no reason for that for me. You can choose a drop down clock size for this clock here. And I push it because I set it up if I press the clock, it brings up the clock. Drop down date format, custom date format, drop down date size. Okay. And then that's the clock and date options. You got battery options, which I already showed you. I got the bar battery chosen. Battery bar. Regular, you can put it in the center to where it goes out from the center. I like it regular. Battery bar thickness, you can change it. 4 DPI, 3 DPI, 2 DPI, and 1 DPI. So it's real skinny. I think 2 DPI looks best for me. Battery bar charge animations enabled. When it's charging, you'll see the lines going back and forth. It's just an animation. If you chose a battery, this would change the battery bar text size. I have the battery hidden right now. It says select battery. You can choose from a bunch of them. Alliance battery, stock, circle, cryogen, cog, horizontal, CM circle, dark theme. I mean, just a bunch of them. I got mine hidden if you notice. And you'll notice the animations I have. I have wave in from the right. See how when I scroll through any list, it kind of waves and bounces. See? It's kind of nice animation. I like it. It's very fast. Doesn't cause any lag at all when you have that animation on. Okay, go back here. Signal and Wi-Fi options. You got all these different options for signal and Wi-Fi. Then you got icon notification options. You got all these. Let's go back. Toggles. Here's where you change all the toggles. Toggle icon style. You got S5, AOSP, Shiznits, which I like the Shiznits, original Samsung, Triune, or switches. Let me change it to switches and just show you here. See how it's just got switches on now? See how you can turn on the switches? It's pretty cool. I'll show you one more here. We'll go to the Triune or whatever it's called. And those are those. It also has the ROM control button. I can push that and go right into ROM control. Okay, see? I can also go to camera just by pressing camera. I can go right to my battery stats or power off. Go right to battery stats by doing that, and it goes right into my battery stats. See? 7 hours and 51 minutes. 15 hours and 4 minutes on battery. 29% still left. Not too bad for a Note 3. Okay, let me go back to toggles and change it back to my shiznits, because I like my shiznits. These are the shiznits. See? A little more fancy there. I kind of like it. Okay, you can have the toggle gap disabled or enabled. Toggle text. Toggle background style. You can choose a different background. You can have the glass icons. You can have circle icons, round icons, square icons. Here, I'll show you the square ones real quick. Boom down. See, those are the square icons. So on and so forth. You get the idea. I happen to like the glass ones. They look nice. Toggle position. You can either have them on the top or you can have them on the bottom. Watch when I slide down now. Oh, I turned off my phone. Like I said, press to kill. I double tap, so it killed it. See, now I have all my icons on the bottom here. It's just a little bit different. Got the Alliance icon up here I can push. It'll open up Facebook. That's what I got it set to open up. You can set it up to open up whatever you want it to. Okay. Let me change that back. I don't like it on the bottom personally. I like it on the top. Or you can turn them off if you don't want the quick toggles. Toggles in view, the number of toggles you want in view. You can have 1 all the way up to 10. Toggle quick expand is, I have it off. You can have it quick expand left, quick expand right, or quick expand in the center. Okay. Let's go to notification panel. All these settings for notification panel, okay? Let's go to shortcuts. You can, like I said, the Facebook, I hit the Alliance button up there, and Facebook open. You can set all kinds of different shortcuts, different logos and different buttons, custom app bar. You can choose up to 11 apps in that custom app bar I showed you earlier. Power menu. It's all the things you can put in the power menu. Airplane toggle, data toggle, accessibility, power off, restart, sound mode, screenshot, screen record, and restart method. Phone mods. Call record button, or you can add the add call button. I like to record phone calls, so I leave that on call record button. Increasing ringtone and restart phone to apply mods. Okay. Animations. This is where it gets cool. Screen off effect, CRT, fader stock. I like CRT. CRT animation speed. Slow, default, fast, very fast. I got it on slow. You can change the color to whatever you want. So when it shrinks down, it'll have a color also. Over scroll effect. Glow and bounce. I like. Over scroll weight. List view animation. Like I said, I had mine on wave right. You can change it to wave left, scale, alpha, stock top, unfold, fold, slide left, slide right. I mean, there's just all kinds of different ones. Then you can choose a list view interpolator. I got mine on overshoot. You can choose bounce, decelerate, accelerate, and anticipate. overshoot. Okay. Joe Garcia, leave me alone, please. Toast animation. I got mine to slide from left to right, but you can choose any one of these. They slide in from the left to the right. That's the interpolar for the exit animation. Okay, and then the animation duration. System activity open, slide in bottom, slide in top to close. Task open, slide in left, task closed, slide out to the right. Move to front, it grows in the center. Move to back, it grows in the center. Prevent app overrides, wallpaper open, wallpaper close, so on and so forth. That's the animations. I really like the animations on this. Lock screen. You can choose lock screen style type, Galaxy Note 3 lock screen or the AOSP lock screen. AOSP haptic feedback, I guess. Always maximize widgets. Custom carrier label. Wake with home key. All these effects basically in here are what you'd get from a WANAM exposed, from exposed framework modules or XBlast or Gravity Box, what have you. You don't need exposed really when you have this because you have all these mods built right into the app. User selected dialog pop-up. Dialog pop-up type. You got to choose from light body, dark header, halo dark, halo light, TouchWiz dark, TouchWiz light. I happen to like the TouchWiz light. You can choose 360 rotation, the USB unplug, all that. Low battery pop-up I have disabled. Full charge I have disabled. Volume cursor control I have on. Ear protection is off so that pop-up doesn't come on. I use heads-up notifications. I use heads-up notifications even when it's locked. You can limit to high priority items only if you want. You can blacklist heads-up notifications. You can choose a heads-up fade speed. TouchWiz launcher options, scrolling wallpaper, infinite scroll, swipe up option, opens Google Now is what I got it set to. Home on home screen behavior, default starting my magazine. It doesn't. I have my magazine deleted, uninstalled. TouchWiz theme chooser. You can choose between these different themes. Samsung Basic, Manual, MIUI ROM theme, Sense 5, another Sense 5, Alliance AOSP, Indigo, I think. I'm having troubles reading here without my glasses. iOS 7, you get the point. I don't use these themes because there are better themes. I don't use the TouchWiz. I use Nova Launcher. And I'll show you the themes that I use in a minute. Alliance apps. This is Alliance Manager. This is backup and restore themes and settings. This is the themes I use, okay? Right now, if I wanted to save the current theme I got set up, I'd enter a name and say create theme. Then my whole theme is saved. So if I change it and want to go back to it, all I got to do is click choose theme. And I'll show you the theme I got set right now. Is called final.zip. Right here. Okay? But I also got all these other themes that come with it. And look at this animation on the list. That's just so cool. I love it. Anyways, for 12.zip, Alliance, any of these you want to choose, you just go to it, okay, like that, and it shows you what the theme looks like. But in this theme, you can customize it with the Alliance settings, so you can make it look like this from the start, but then you can change the colors and change all the other options, and you just hit install, and it flashes it. it doesn't really flash it. It installs it by itself. You don't actually have to flash these themes. It does it on the fly. You don't even have to reboot the phone. I mean, it's really, really great. And as you can see, it has a lot of different themes. It even has some girly ones. There's, you know, something for the girls here, you know? But it does have some really cool themes. And it's got backup manager. This is where you'd back up your theme also. Okay? You can choose custom theme settings from your backup. These are my backups. FinalSetup.zip is the one I got right now. And then I got 2 other ones that I can switch to, depending on how I feel that day. Okay? Now, we also have Joe, Leave Me Alone. Custom apps. You got multi-window manager. It adds apps to multi-window. You can add every app in your phone to multi-window. You can add every app in your phone to pen window manager. Emojicon switcher. You can choose between Google Lollipop, LG G3, Samsung S4, Google KitKat, or iOS. I happen to like the Google Lollipop themes. Oh, he just won't leave me alone, will he? Now, you got the framework installer for Xposed Framework. Okay. So if you want to install Xposed Framework and some modules, you can. Which I did because I like the per app DPI settings. I changed the DPI settings because my eyesight's a little bad, and I make the font bigger in Google Plus, Facebook, also in my browsers. You got Xposed Gel settings, and you got Xposed root cloak to hide root from certain apps that check for root. Then you got restart apps, and that's all for the app settings. I'll go through it a little bit here. It's the way I got mine set up here. Pull down the menu here. It's got my Pfeiffer Wireless custom thing there. Chicago versus Detroit. Oh, the game, huh? I'm not going to close these out so you can see my sexy little girl there. Any of these apps, if I want to open them up, I want to open up, say, calculator. I just hit calculator, opens up the calculator. You know, you want to turn on Bluetooth. Turn on Bluetooth. That's the way it looks. You can change the colors. I could have it turn red or any other color when I hit it. That Alliance button there, right here, opens Facebook next to the 3 lines and the date. This here opens up recents. And close out the recents. And if you notice in this recents bar, you see the there's no more recents, so it's not going to show. But you have there it is. You have a RAM bar in there, right in your recents. So, and then you can open up everything else, of course. I'll just clear it out to show you. Hit the back button here. Slide back down. You got your settings menu. And this is what I was telling you about the system wallpaper. It's in all your system apps. You can choose which ones. You can whitelist them. Okay, and you notice that's the animation. I got wave right. Okay. And that's the old lady washing my Jeep. Took me a long time to get her to pose for that, but I'm really glad she did because, let's face it, I'm a very, very lucky man. Excuse me. I'm a very, very lucky man to have her. But it's got all your basic setting. It does have app ops in here by default. It's got custom settings, ROM customizer, Alliance OTA, theme chooser. Let's go to Alliance OTA here. It's got OTA updates. Whenever there's an update for the app, it will update for you. Okay? But right now, what they have are different boot animations. Okay? So you click on the boot animation if you want to download it. It actually does it on the fly. This is the boot animation here. One of them. Okay? It goes through and it shows you all the boot animations. Go check out another one here. And if I wanted this boot animation right here, say I wanted this boot animation, okay? This is actually the one that I do have. Okay? That's how it shows you how it progresses. This is the one I have set up right now. If I wanted this right now, is what I would do is I'd click here. Then I'd just hit start. And it would automatically flash this boot animation. And it flashes it on the fly. It doesn't actually flash it. It installs it on the fly. You don't have to reboot or anything. Like usually in ROMs of boot animations, you have to flash them in your custom recovery. Well, you don't have to do that with this ROM. You just hit the start button. Bam. Next time you boot up, you'll have that boot animation. So this is a very, very good ROM. I'm really loving it. I'm getting excellent battery life out of it. I love all the customization in it. You got the ROM customizer here. You got restart, hot boot, recovery, download mode, Alliance ROM OTA. You got root browser right here. You got Flasher install from Internal SD. I don't want to do that right now. You got manage system apps. You got manage user apps. And you got your ROM settings that open up. That's basically what I showed you before with the added scripts. The scripts are you can add extra toggles. You can add custom toggles. Okay. You can restart the browser, restart the phone, just restart the UI, restart the launcher, restart the stock keyboard. You can reboot, quick boot, reboot into recovery, reboot right into safe strap, or reboot into download. Okay. Get out of ROM customizer here. That's the theme chooser I already showed you. Custom settings. I already showed you that. So let's get out of there. Another thing that's nice about it, I don't have it in there right now, but it's right here. You got the torch. You got flashlight right in your quick toggle settings. You got camera right in your quick toggle settings. Power off right in there. Battery stats, like I said. ROM control right from there. You can hit ROM control and get right into it. Like I said, it's a very nice ROM. I highly recommend it. Like I said, it's got CPU right here. If you look, it's got my CPU for all my cores. What percentage they're running at. And that's about it for right now. I hope you enjoyed this. This is a very good ROM. It's one of the most customizable ROMs I've ever used by far. It is excellent. I'm really loving it so far. Like even in Facebook, you got the animations. See when I scroll the animations, it waves left. See? It is a very fast ROM too. It's very nice. I think anybody who tries it and plays around with all the customizations will really get hooked on it once they get used to all the different customizations. Because this ROM you can customize. I mean, it takes you a full day just to learn some of the customizations. I mean, it's really, really customizable, unlike any other ROM I've ever used. Uh, and that's it. I hope you've enjoyed my video. Please follow me on Google Plus under Sean P. I try to be as active as I can on there. I also have a Facebook Android help page, which is facebook.com/SSP Android help. Hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for more. I can shut this thing off. It won't